Hey peeps, Gamer Drike here. Welcome back to Myst, where we are preparing to look at this second book and find out a little bit more about it. So let's read through this and see what we can find out about this new world. As usual, I will put a timestamp down below of where I finish reading this, so if you don't want to listen to me narrate the book, then feel free to skip to that point. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This is where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish. Together, often, Emmett showed Branch the simple caves in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. As I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father, I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Though this test did not turn out as I hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoyed it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I've enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learnt some very interesting things about the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that passed above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it's additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it's falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I've also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I return with many tools that I will need for the construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is complete, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems not to be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure brought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed for the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbours. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art that will have a more profound impact on the world than I could ever have written, I think. And we have a map of the world. The StoneShip age, bird's eye view. Of this age is a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Beside, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the StoneShip age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces I do not recognise. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and that the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found some gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimetres. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. And then we have some constellations. Okay, so the StoneShip. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the ship. Having played this in the past, I am finding myself getting confused. For some reason I thought that the rocket ship was the StoneShip, but of course it's not. It's the ship, which is this puzzle here, linked with that. So let's go up the lift first and find out what clues we have. We are pointing in the right direction. We are. Okay. Let's run up here. Check out the situation. It's got something to do with constellations, so I'm guessing we're going to have to play with that machine we found. I say I'm guessing. I know, having played this before. But it is very different. Yeah, look, there we are, the ship. So let's go and see what our clue is. Okay, we have some dates. So what I'm going to do is just take a photograph of that. And if you didn't realise, if you're playing along, in your save game folder is all the photographs, which I've actually got open on the screen next to me. So I can see what I'm doing, and I've got a record. Otherwise, you'd have to write that down and make a note of those dates. Okay, let's depart. And go and visit Yeah. So close the door. We can see the stars. We can. And plug these dates in. Start at the top with October the 11th. I'm guessing this is the year rather than the bottom one. So we've got 1984 and 10:04 a.m. 10:04. Let's have a look. And there we have our first constellation. So again, I'm going to take a photograph of that, so I have that. Just out of interest, what happens if we choose the wrong date and time? We get a constellation, but it's not very clear. Okay, so the next one, we'll start at the time, is 5:46 a.m. That's not 46, that's 56. Nope, what am I doing? 5:46 a.m. and the date is 12:07. 12:07. The day is 17th. And the month is January. And there we go. So we'll take a screenshot of that. Perfect. And finally, November the 23rd at 97:91. Wait, 97:91 and 6:57 p.m. So that's 18:57 Myst p.m. Okay, see, that doesn't make sense to me. No, it doesn't make sense because I've got the wrong date. I knew that because we haven't got a clear picture. Let's try that again. There we are. That gives us a much better look. We'll take the photograph. So we have in that book that we've just read a load of constellations. Let's go and reread it and have a look at the constellations. So I'm looking at the first one. I'm actually going to put it on screen here so you can see. And the first one happens to be this one. I think that looks about right. Leaf. Okay, the second one. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like those. It's that one, I think. It's the snake. Okay. And then the third one is that, the beetle. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Leaf, snake and beetle. Okay. And we've seen those symbols before out here on these monitors. So we're looking for the leaf, the snake, there's the snake, there's the beetle, just want the leaf now. There it is. And look at that. The ship rises, and so does the one over there. Fantastic. Don't think this is interactable at all. Nope. So let's head on down to the dock and see if we can jump aboard the ship. Which we can. Bit of a jump there. Just have a quick look around, since this is our first time on here. And let's try the door. And there's our book. Okay, let's go off. Alright, welcome to StoneShip Age. That's flooded. Let's have a look around first. What have we got? We've got a flooded tunnel. Okay. Another flooded tunnel. A ramp going up. To a telescope. What can we see? Ship. And a big rock. Okay. Nothing there. There's a couple of possible markers, maybe the ship posts, the masts, that's the word I'm looking for. What have we got over here? This is the lighthouse. Now in the book it said that the lighthouse had sunk a few centimetres, 40, 60 centimetres I think it said. That looks a lot more than that to me. What a key. Oh, and a lock. And no way up. It can't be that easy. No, the key falls out of my hand. It won't get that far. There's something there. Oh, stairs. But can't go down. It's flooded. Okay, what's over here? An umbrella. Let's stay in the shade. We have a lever and a button. What's that doing? Nothing. Oh, might have done something in the lighthouse. Or not. Okay. Perhaps moving it into one of these slots will do something. Let's have a look. Yes, completely missed. This is now drained. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get down here. Okay, underwater. Something out there. It's very dark. It's a desk though. Is that, oh, I thought that was the red letter. The red page, but it's not. It's just different wood. Button. Does nothing. Power cable. So I guess we've got to get power to that somewhere. I can't see a thing down there. Okay, so not a lot there. Let's go to the next one. And I'm guessing this is going to drain another portion. No, it refills. Okay, refills. And it drains here. Okay. Let's head on down. It's dark. Mind the gap. Not the gap. Mind the steps. You don't slip. That looks like a door. It's very dark. There's lots of things that look like doors. Yeah. Oh, it's just the decoration. Except for this one, which has a handle on it. Aha! Very opulent room. Again, my guess this is Ciri's room. Cirrus. There is the red letter. Red page. Shouldn't call it a letter, it's a red page. He has a thing for daggers and vials. Is that? No, it's just the drawer. And drugs. Okay, don't know if that does anything. And I'm stuck. Can't go that way. Obviously the chair's too heavy for me to move. Globe. Comfy looking bed. Another globe. Don't know if that does anything. It doesn't yet. Some fine linens and silks. And crockery, candles. He likes the finer things in life, does Cirrus? Okay, let's leg it back up, and then I'm going to, if we pump the other one out, oh, this is empty. Okay, I'm going to guess that we're going to find Akinar's room at the bottom of here, which of course was the rooms that the boys were staying in the rooms hewn out of the islands originally. Oh, this is Akinar's room for sure. The same masks that he had in the previous world. Yes, he likes this that looks like 3 drawers. All empty. Okay, what about the other side? Ah, the other half of that letter. Let's take a photograph of that and we'll put that together and see what that's all about later. And we have the blue page. Okay, so we've got both the pages. Now it's simply a question of getting back to Myst. Easier said than done. Let's try the 3rd position for this and hope that that is the lighthouse. Have I just gone to the wrong place? Yes, I have. Let's try that again. So that's refilled, that's refilled. This was the only other place that we could get down, and we can. The creators of these worlds go in for spiral staircases. what have we got here? We have the chest on a wooden barrel. Okay. So look, this chest is on this guide rope. Or this barrel is on this guide rope. So if this is full of water, this should float. Unless this is also full of water. Which it is. So if we empty that out and close the tap, otherwise it will just refill. Maybe. Let's go back up and refill that by draining another place. And yes, so the chest has floated up. Does that key fit in there? Yes, it does. And there we go. We've got a key that hopefully fits in here. It does. Superb. Now we can get up to the lighthouse and see what we've got here. Okay, I was sort of expecting the light to be here for the lighthouse. But we have a wheel instead. Okay, let's spin it and all the lights go out. Okay. And again, that fills the bar up. What's that done for us? Okay, we've got a light there. Those two are lit. Let's go have another look. Those two are lit. Oh, beam down there. That table might now be powered. So, that's this one. Oh, got a big light on the top there. Let's go and try this table out. Still dark down here. Nope, doesn't do anything. There's more to this puzzle yet. Okay, maybe something in one of the rooms. Let's go back with power on. Oh, it's much easier to see down here now. Okay. Was that there before, or did we miss it? Or is it only there when there's power on? Okay, then we saw one of those under the water over the other side. Don't know what they are. Oh, what's that? Is that the generator failing? These are buttons. Okay, this looks like a compass rose to me. North, east, south and west. Right, let's go switch the generator back on. That door was closed, so we didn't see it when we first came down because the lights were off. No problem. We can put the lights back on. Yeah, All the lights are off, so the generator's failed. So it's not really a generator, it's more of a dynamo with some capacitors to store some power. Let's boost it all the way up. And head back quickly to that room and push a button. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's just hit. And the power goes off immediately. Okay. So it's a case of finding the right button, which we could do by trial and error, but that's going to take an awful long time running backwards and forwards if we have to reset the generator each time. So the only thing I'm thinking is, since it looks like a compass rose, we need to get a compass direction, and we had a telescope with the degrees of the compass on it. Let's go and see if there's anything that stands out now as being marked. Okay, so there's rock formations. There's quite a few of those. There's the mast. I'm going to write some of these down. 120. Now that light happens to line up quite nicely with 135. Okay. What else have we got? Got another mast. What's that? 186 maybe? And back around. It's got to be one of the masts or the light. And just from the gameplay point of view, that one's exactly a nice number, 135. We could argue that's 120. I'm going to write them both down. 120, all three. 135 and 186. But I'm going with that one first, 135. Okay. Let's run down. And see if I just missed it. I have. $135. Well, assuming this is north. Oh, and it's not going to work now anyway, is it? With the electricity off, we'll have to go and reset it. But let's work this out. North 0 or 360, 180, 90, 90 plus 45 is 135, so I'm thinking this is 135 degrees. However, I'm also thinking it's not going to do anything without power. Let's go and grab our generator again. Thankfully we don't have to keep pumping it out in between tries. Give it a full whack again. And let's go and punch 135 degrees. There's a lot of running going on here again. Okay, let's get this right. That's north. That's north. That's south. This is the one for 135. Fuses it. Oh no, it's lit it up. They're lights. Aha. But if they're lights, does that mean it's lit up? That dark cabin. Let's go and pump that out again and have a look. And do we have to do this before the generator runs out? We're going to be running around like lunatics. Let's go down here. Yes, look, we're lit up. But there's nothing down here. Does this work? It does. We've got a book. And it takes us back to the library, I think. Excellent. Let's give the boys their books. Hello, I'm stuck. And let's hear what they have to say. We'll start with him this time.
Have returned. Additional page. Free from my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Serious. I need all the red pages. I know. Must search and bring 2 more for the red pages. I am released, I promise. Don't touch the blue pages. That is where my for my wicked brother, he is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me. Do not release Aknar. Thirst for destruction is not never ending. Bring the red paper. May you please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded. You must help me. Help me.
Okay, a little bit more filled in there. There's obviously no love lost between these two brothers.
Ah, good. Still more blue pages, you bastard. Bring more. I must have some more. That's all I ask of you. Long. It's so long since my brother, Sirius, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid schemes. Pretty speech. Greed, which is endless. It should be perfectly obvious to you. He's done evil and he has destroyed all before. Do not bring the red pages to him. You must not let him trick you. He tricked our father. Hideously murdered our father. He'll trick you. He'll murder you. Don't touch the red pages. listen. You must obey me. You pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
Yeah, so he claims to be imprisoned by his brother. So who imprisoned him? Okay, well there we are. We've achieved another age. Next time we will look at the Selenetic age of Myst and have a look through this book. But until then, if you've enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out. And I will see you next time on Myst. Take care now. Bye bye.